What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Hero Report. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with a brand new video for you guys. And the Miami Heat have officially made their second round selection. And it is going to be Pelle Larsson from Arizona. This is a very, very good pick. We're going to be talking more about it. So make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below. Give me your thoughts, man. For those of you guys who are not familiar with this game, I'm going to be giving you guys a brief breakdown and kind of talking about why I think this is a really good selection for the Miami Heat at pick number 44. Now, coming into the draft, or the second round, we had pick number 43. We actually traded down one spot. Atlanta traded up to select Nikola Durisic. And then we traded down to 44, getting some cash, so saving some money, as well as moving down one spot. We were still able to get the guy that we wanted, which was Pelle Larsson from Arizona. Now, you can never have enough of these types of players, man. The Miami Heat, I just love what they're doing in this draft. They took their big swing upside pick in Khalil Ware at number 15. Now, Khalil Ware, not saying that he's not a guy who can contribute right away, because he is, but he's definitely a guy who's a high potential, high risk, high reward type of player. Pelle Larsson is a very safe pick. This is a guy who's going to come in right away and he's going to be NBA ready. He does not need time to, develop, or time to develop a skill or mature any of that. He's already 23 years old. He's a senior veteran from Arizona. He knows exactly what his strengths and weaknesses are. He's a very high IQ guy. He will do exactly what he's needed to. He will play his game. He won't do anything outside of it, and he will be a consistent contributor for the Miami Heat. When you look at guys like Christian Brown, who have constantly compared him to, and we're looking at guys like Josh Hart, looking at guys like Bruce Brown, Grayson Allen, Dante DiVincenzo, like these type of guys, they just find a role in any different type of situation that they're put in. Pelle Larsson can play with the ball. Pelle Larsson can play without the ball. He's an excellent shooter. He shot 43% from three this season in Arizona. He was a knockdown shooter. He's a very underrated athlete. He's a bigger guard, about 6'5", 6'6", as a 2. And he's also, stocky. He's not like a thin-framed guard. He's a stocky guard, which really helps him with his on-the-ball defense. He fights through screens. He plays with really, really strong fundamentals. And off the ball, he's very, very, active in the passing lanes and getting steals. So this is a really, really good pick because his biggest calling card is obviously his shooting. He's very, very good at pump fakes, to attack, to get a defender in the air and then scoring on, downhill attacks from those pump fakes, or scoring on one dribble pull-ups in the mid-range area. He's also a really, really good passer in the situations where he's being closed out to really hard. He's a really good decision maker, rarely makes a mistake. Just a really solid player. I mean, not like a flashy pick by any means, but you already made that at number 15 when you took a guy like Khalil Ware. So this at number 44 is your safe bet, your guy who's just going to come and contribute right away and be a dude who's going to really just put his hard hat on and just play Miami Heat basketball. This is a Miami Heat pick to a T, and his impact is going to be felt from day one. And I will not be surprised at all if he finds himself on one of the all-rookie teams at the end of the year, because he can contribute right away. And he is a really, really solid player, man. I'm super, super excited about this pick. He wasn't, obviously my favorite prospect was Tyler Kolek, in the second round. I really like Tyler Kolek, and obviously he was taken pretty early. I also like Tyler Smith, who was taken. The only prospect I really liked ahead of Pelle Larsson, who was available, was Kevin McCullough. Again, very similar, to Pelle Larsson in the fact that he can contribute right away, really versatile, well-rounded player. But Pelle Larsson is completely fine as well. I would say Pelle Larsson excels in shooting, and probably Miami was looking for that. And he's probably a better playmaker than Kevin McCullough as well, I desperately thought we needed a playmaker, to add to our roster, adding a lob threat in Khalil Ware, already having Bam on the floor, who needs a guard to kind of set him up sometimes. Pelle Larsson is not a playmaker, by nature. He's not a pass-first type of guy, but can definitely make a right decision. He's not like, a thread the needle, make a flashy pass or thread it through 3-4 players. Nah, he's just going to make the right decision. He's not going to make too many mistakes. When he's doubled, he's going to do the right thing. He's not going to turn the ball over too much. He's a pretty good rebounder for his size as well. I'm pretty sure he averaged 4 rebounds a game, 13 points per game, 43% from 3, really solid on-the-ball defender. I'm super high on this pick. I think that he can just come in right away, contribute right away, does not need the ball in his hands to thrive, can play with the ball at times, can play without the ball. And it also gives you an insurance policy if you ever need to move on from Duncan Robinson. You know, I'm not saying we have to or move on from Tyler Hero. I'm not saying he's going to be the same players as those two guys, but, you know, if you ever need, I guess, a guy who can fit into one of these slots, if Duncan goes down or if Tyler goes down, you have Pelle Larsson who can do kind of similar things to both. Definitely better defender than both of them, but, you know, can shoot the ball really well. And yeah, I mean, he's probably not the same scorer as Tyler Hero. You know, Tyler Hero is a much better scorer as a prospect. He was a much better scorer as a prospect than Pelle Larsson, but you know, he's a guy who can play when Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero go down, or if one of them get traded. If we have to save some money and move off of Duncan's contract, you still have this kid right here you can bring in, and he'll do a lot of the similar things. So he's not going to take too long to adjust to your system. You can run a lot of the similar actions for him as you have a lot of your other shooters. And Miami just seems to love these type of guys, man. They'll just do the right thing. I can see him fitting in from day one. He's definitely a hard-nosed, gritty type of guy. He's a dog, you know, and he's a leader. He's a veteran on Arizona. He was one of the leaders of that team. He's just a really, really solid prospect. Like, I would just say, like, if I had to tell you guys one word to describe, you know, Pelle Larsson's game, it's just solid. Like, you just know what you're gonna get from him. It's not anything crazy. You don't have to worry about him being a bust or any of that. He's not gonna be a bust. He's just going to be a very solid contributor for you. No matter what, he's going to do what's needed to win. And that is the great thing about picking a guy like this. For a team like Miami, who always wants to win and compete, you have a very, you know, competitor, a guy like Christian Brown, for example, in Denver. When he came in, he was one of the biggest contributors for them as a rookie, and one of the reasons they won a championship. I can see Pelle Larsson having a very similar impact to him. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of teams, you know, are looking for guys like these, guys who can just play their role, do what they're told. They don't have egos, any of that. They can just really do what they're told to do, and they can and they can just play their game. They can contribute in multiple different ways. Even if his shot is not falling, I trust him as a playmaker. I trust him with the ball in his hands. And yeah, I mean, I'm just really, really high on his game, and I'm super happy that we took him at pick number 44. This is good value as well. So unless there is another trade that's made where the Heat, you know, select anybody after 44, I think we're done with our draft picks. Kelly Ware and Pelle Larsson, two really good picks, man. I'm very excited for both of them to come in. I'm pretty sure Kelly Ware's interview is tomorrow, so I'll definitely be tuned in for that. But yeah, can't wait to see both of them play. Hopefully they're on the team. You know, it's summer league. They're both playing. Hopefully they're playing then, and we can kind of see how they fit together and stuff like that. But this is, you know, for now, because I don't want to jinx anything, because we're still as I'm recording this video, there's still 10 picks left. So who knows? Maybe Miami move up again. I really doubt it, though, which is why I'm saying I think we have our draft class for 2024. Khalil Ware, Pelle Larsson, welcome to Miami. Good picks by the Heat, you know, really good picks, and we'll see how they play out. We'll see how they, you know, fit with the team. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, man. I'll see you later as always. Peace.